Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so I'm a little nervous and I'm not used to talking on the mic, so sorry if I'm a little bit awkward. But this is my coming out story, and I would like to tell you guys my story because I remember when I was first trying to come out. I watched a lot of these videos, and it kind of helped me. So yeah, I'm 22 right now. I came out at the age of 15, going on 16, I think. And it was the summer. I just finished ninth grade. And how the situation came out, like how I came out was I had on my phone, I had like a motion background, and the background was Logan Lerman. So if you guys don't know who he is, he's like the main guy from Percy Jackson and Olympians, and the guy from Three Musketeers. He's just, oh my god, like like fangirled him so hard, it's not even funny. So I had him as my background just because I really liked him that like bad. Like I didn't care, or kind of did care if someone would see him on my background. So if I would give my phone to anyone, I would switch it back to just a normal uh, Android background. But once I had it back, I would switch it back to Logan Lerman because I liked seeing his face. I guess I know, creep. So yeah, so I had that going on with my phone, and one time my mom, she asked for my phone. I don't remember why. So and I was like playing with fire. Okay, so she asked for my phone, and I could have changed it, but I was just I guess I wanted to come out, and so I didn't know how to because I just don't want to like bring my family in and say, "Yay, I'm gay," just like. So I left my screensaver as Logan Lerman. My mom took my phone, she used it, she called someone, and she saw the Logan Lerman pictures on my phone, and so I reached out to grab my phone, but she like pulled back because she was still looking at my phone, and I was like, oh shit. So she had my phone in one hand, and she was with someone with her phone, and I was just sitting there waiting, and she was still holding my phone, looking at, looking at all the pictures go by of Logan Lerman. I was like, fuck. So uh, after she was talking on the phone, she asked me, she was like, why do you have this boy on the back of your phone? And I was like, I like his acting. And, she just like gave me this weird look, and she just like gave me like a lecture talking about like, hey, if you want to tell me something, you can tell me. Um, she had a friend, or she has a friend that that has a secret, and um, uh, what's the word? She has a friend that's pretty much gay, but it hasn't came out yet. So she was telling me about that. She was like, I don't want, she was just pretty much telling me this situation. She was just, telling me pretty much if I had a secret or I had something to tell her, and I just chicken out and say no. Um, I I don't like, I just liked him as an actor and stuff like that. So that happened, and so I got my phone back, and I was just like, oh, man, I just did. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. So after a little bit like that, my mom, like, after that, she like called my sisters. I had like two sisters and one brother, and she like told them to like I I guess the way my mom did it was kind of like a little bit of a bitch. She probably like told my sisters to like prepare themselves because I might be gay because she found um a boy, as my background. And so my sisters and my brother were like bullshit. Like my sister, uh, her name is Olivia. She at the time had like Kim Kardashian as her background, so she was just like, I have Kim K as my background. It does not make me a lesbian. No. My brother had like a shirtless UFC fighter as his background, and and he just like, what the fuck. So after that situation, I don't know if it was the next day or later I think it was the same day. Me and my brother, it was getting late. Was in the back fixing the swimming pool, And we were just talking about the situation pretty much. My brother was like, "Man, can you believe that? My mom freaking out, thinking you're gay and shit." I'm just like, I'm like, "Yeah, I know, right? It just, like she's crazy." So sorry, mom. I love you. So we were fixing the swimming pool. We had like one of those like air up swimming pools that kind of sucked, but we were fixing it or cleaning it, and I just, like I said, I wanted it to come out. Like that's why I didn't change the picture of my phone. But I just chickened out at the last minute with telling my mom. So um, I just, I was like, I wanted to. I just had this feeling like I wanted to like tell someone, and it almost felt good. Like almost coming out was like feeling so good. So when we were fixing my swimming pool, me and my brother were talking. I was like, Zach, my brother, his name is Zach. I was like, Zach, my mom is right. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm gay. And he like for a second he thought I was playing because for the past few years I would always say I'm gay and like nah I'm kidding just to see his reaction. So for the first few minutes he thought I was playing around and I was like no I really am gay. Yeah, I just like I like boys and he was just like what wow and he's like, yeah, he kind of like, I guess I knew because like I like to play with dolls and other bullshit, just like the standard. I'm, very feminine, so so he was just like, what, wow. So after that, he was totally okay with it. I guess I knew, okay, I guess before coming out, I knew my family would be okay with me being gay because like outside my family, like my cousins and stuff, we had a lot of lesbians and gay cousins. So, and my family were okay with them. So I knew coming into this, like coming out, my family would like accept me. But it's still hard though. So after I told my brother, he asked me questions about, oh, what kind of guys I like, if I'm like a top or bottom, if I'm the girl in a relationship. So we talked a lot about that. And later on, uh, my sister, so I have two sisters. One was in Vegas at the time, and the other one was at work. And I was like telling my brother, like, should I tell her? And she's like, yeah, you should totally tell her. It's like, but I was like so scared. But I was like, okay, I can't tell her. You tell her. And he was like, okay. So my sister came in. She was also talking about like, what mom's crazy. Like, why does she think you're gay? Blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't know why. But like now I can say I'm gay, I guess. But back then it was so hard for me to say it. So I like told, I gave the look to my brother, and my brother was like, "Yo, my mom, Rico is gay. My mom's right." And my sister's like, "Oh wow, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And for and for so yeah, my sister, of course, she was accepting. She has gay friends and stuff. So yeah, I guess that's the first part of this. I first told my brother, and then my sister found out, and they're totally okay. Next, I had to tell, I guess, my mom and my other sister. But we kept it for a secret for a few months. I remember I like asked my sister, should I tell mom? And she's like, no. I guess leave it for now. I guess I don't know why. So we just left it for now. So sorry. I hope So a few months gone by. My sister left with her husband, so it was just me, my brother, and my mom in the house. And my mom brought her best friend in. She was like staying with us, and me and her were like getting along. We were hanging out for a good time, and I remember, um, I just started to like her really much, and she became almost close to my best friend, kind of, or a good friend of mine. And so I really wanted to tell her um, that that I was gay, and my brother really didn't want to tell her, or I guess he was okay with telling her. It was my sister that didn't want me to tell her. And so yeah, I remember this like one time she was driving us to like go get McDonald's or something, and she was like talking to my brother, and pretty much I liked pretty much I was younger, so I like Beyonce, Sierra, Alicia Keys. I like all their music. So for the longest time, my mom and everyone thought I liked black girls or like African American girls, and they're beautiful and stuff, but. I was gay. So for the longest time, they thought I liked those type of girls, and they were like, oh, Rico's gonna get married to one. We're gonna have, and my mom like, oh, I'm gonna have like little dark nephews and nieces and stuff. And so my mom's best friend and my brother were like, my brother was pretty much like mocking her because she was like, yeah, Rico's gonna marry this this dark girl and stuff like that. And my brother was like, no, he isn't. And she's like, yes, he is. Yeah, he is. And my brother was like, no, he isn't. um, so there was that funny moment. And so after we came back from the getting food, my mom was somewhere. I don't remember where she was at. So it was just the house. It was me, my brother, and my mom's best friend. And we just pretty much told her. I don't remember how. Oh, she just kept on with the whole situation, talking about how I was gonna marry a black girl, and my brother was like, "No, that's not his type." My brother, and she's like, "Yeah, he is. Yeah, it is." So she was like, "Come on, Rigo, come on, like back me up." And then I gave my brother a look. I was like, you can tell her. And then my brother's like, "Well, no, he's not gonna marry a black girl is because he's gay." And like she's just like, "Nah." She's like, "Rigo, like stop playing, stop playing." So like I gave her a look. I was like, "Yeah, it's true. I am gay." And she was like, she didn't believe it for the first few minutes. She's like, "No, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, girl." I'm like, "Yeah, duh." So she's like, "Oh, wow, that's cool." And we're like, but keep it a secret. Don't tell mom. And she's like, "Okay, I won't. I won't." Okay, that bitch. The very fucking next day. Okay, she was my mom's best friend at the time, so I kind of knew she was gonna tell my mom I was gay. But I thought, okay, maybe a month from now, a week. No, that fucking bitch. The very next day, she told my mom that I was gay. Ugh. So it was during the school year. I remember I walked from school, and my brother had to get picked up from my mom. So the next day, I was walking from some. My mom like pretty much got mad at us. I'll just tell the story. So my mom picked up my brother, and my brother said like the once he walked in, like he got into the car, my mom was like, "Why didn't you tell me Rico was gay?" And my brother was like, "Well, that's not my secret to tell." My brother's such a smartass, and that happened. I don't remember what else they talked about. So I walked home from school and I got because I was like in high school, my brother was in middle school, and the middle school was like far away, and the high school was close. So I walked home from school. I was inside already. My brother and my mom just pulled up, and I guess we were gonna head to Walmart somewhere. So my brother like ran down. My mom told my brother to come get me, and we'll go to the store. So my brother came down from the car, came inside, and he said, "Mom knows you're gay." That bitch told her, and I was like, "Fuck." I was like, how is she reacting? She's like, she's kind of mad." I was like, ugh. So I was like, "Fuck." So I came from the house. My brother was like in the back, inside still. So I came into the car, and mom looked at me, and she just like started crying, and she was more sad that I didn't tell her myself. Um, she my her best friend told her, and I guess I was a little bit mad because you hear these other gay stories how they had this moment of telling their mom that they were gay, and I never really had that. So my mom was crying, talking about how I could have told her, because she's not one of those mothers that would like kick me out and stuff. And I'm like, I was crying too. I was like, yeah, I know. It was so hard. So she just like gave me a hug and she says she loves me and all that shit. So so right now, my brother, my mom, and my sister knows I'm gay, and I still had my other sister that lived in Vegas that didn't know I was gay yet. Okay, so I told my mom I am so mad. I'm so mad because this other sister, her name is Erica. We were pretty much close because there's four of us, my brother and my other sister Zach and Olivia. They were pretty close together, and there was me and Erica, and we pretty much did everything together. We like we watch Project One Way, what not to wear, and she would talk to me about guy problems, about who she was dating. So we were really close, and I almost told her one time before all this. She lived in Vegas, and we visited her, and I almost told her that I was gay, but I just couldn't. So, after my mom told me, after me and my mom had a talk and my brother came back in the car, I told my mom not to tell Erica because I wanted to tell her in person. I wanted to have this moment, I wanted to have this moment with my sister, the one I was really close to. And she said she will. So mom wanted to be a little bitch. Sorry, mom, I love you still. So, but this was still a bitch move. I told you not to tell her. But we went to the Walmart. She said, "Get down, um, get down, buy stuff." So mom stayed in the car. We went down, and I told my brother, "I'm like, you think she'll tell Erica?" And he was like, "I don't know." I'm like, ugh. So I think I don't remember. I just so we went to the store. I guess during when we were at the store at Walmart, my mom was in the car calling my sisters. She called Olivia saying I was gay, and Olivia's like, "Well, I already knew." My mom's like, got mad at her for knowing, not telling her, and she told Erica, and I was pissed. So after we got back in the car, my mom told me, "Hey, Erica wants you to call her." I'm like, "Really? Like, really? I just told you not to talk to her or tell her anything, but you still did." So I am pissed. So we went, after the store, we came back home, and yeah, and I called my sister. She was crying because she felt heartbroken. She was pretty much the last person to know that I was gay, even before my mom's best friend. And a lot of my family really don't like her, so she was like, "Really, you even told her before you told me?" And I was crying because I just wanted to have this moment for telling her in person, and that was pretty much taken away from me. And so I was just, I was just so sad. I was sad. And I was like, I'm sorry. It was just so hard. I hope you guys out there, you guys know that it's so hard telling someone that you're gay, even though that you probably know they'll accept you because my sisters had gay friends. They support gay marriage and stuff like that. It was just still so hard. I felt heartbroken, and I really wanted to have this moment with my sister. And it was taken away from me, but she was okay with it. She was still heartbroken, and it was just sad. So I was so pissed at my mom for the longest time. I was like, "Don't talk to me." But yeah, I guess that's pretty much my coming out story. I guess kind of to my family. Um, and that was the summer of ninth grade, before going into 10th grade. And so yeah, so pretty much I was out with my family, and I wanted to be out pretty much permanently. Like I was still shy. Like if my friends would tell me, "Hey Rigo, are you gay?" and I'm just like, "No." I wanted to say yes, but at the time I was a chub scout. I was fat and ugly, and I knew people would pick on me if people kind of already picked on me that I was fat and kind of I was already gay, but I was denying it. So I was like, you know what? I want to come out, be proud, but I want to lose weight because coming into this, I already knew people might be pick on me and call me fag or fat fag and stuff like that. So see, I didn't mind being called a fag or gay because that's why I am. I am gay, so I should be proud. But I am not proud of being fat. So, um, yeah. So pretty much that summer after, during this whole situation with me telling my family, I worked out my ass off, and I kind of lost weight, so I kind of looked good. And yeah, so pretty much, coming in 10th grade, I was, looking good. And, yeah, so, when people would, like, ask me if I was gay and stuff, or ask if I liked boys, I was still shy, like, I would give a delay answer and say yeah, and, surprisingly, no one really cared. Like, oh, okay. And it's so funny because all the fucking bitches, so, in middle school and elementary, all the same girls that would say, would ask me, because they would ask me if I was gay, and I would say no. They're like, oh, okay. But once they asked me again in 10th grade, they were all surprised. They're like, what? I didn't know. This is news to me. I'm like, really, bitch? Like, you asked me so many times that I were gay, and once I said yes, you were surprised. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much my coming out story. I hoped, you guys liked it. I hope this helps someone out there. I'm sorry if I was rambling and you guys couldn't understand me. If you guys do, I might edit it and like redo it again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I hope you guys stay. Um, subscribe because I will come out with more videos and more story times, I guess. And yeah, so I'm sorry that you guys don't I don't have like a video of me is because also I'm like struggling with like low self-esteem and don't like the way I look at this moment. And yeah, so I mean, I might come out with the video with that, me struggling with that and how I sometimes, conquer it, and that might help someone. I help some of you guys because I know so many people, um, struggle with low self-esteem and stuff, and I do too. So I would like to help someone with that. So stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoy this. Yeah, so I hope you guys stick around with my little journey of my YouTube channel. And peace. Bye.